Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to yet another edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. How is your week going so far? I pray that it's going well. Hey, you know what? I haven't done this in a little while. I want to remind you that our church has just a fantastic YouTube page. And on that YouTube page, you can like, you can subscribe, you can get alerts every time that we post something new. And I'm telling you, we are constantly putting stuff up there. Sermons, Bible studies, entire services, live streams, 5 Minutes with Phil, music, clips of music, reels. I mean, we got so much, and I think you would really enjoy it. So if we can bless you, or if you share it with somebody and we can bless somebody that you care about, all of that is an enormous win for us. So I hope you'll consider that and take advantage of that. Now, I want to take a look at the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4. And Paul is talking about some of the challenges he was facing in his life. And yet he had this incredible perspective in the midst of his trials and in the midst of the challenges that he faced. He had this incredible perspective that I think is a great lesson for all of us to learn from. Why don't you join me in taking a look at this? 2 Corinthians 4, beginning in verse 8 says, "We are pressed on every side by troubles, but we are not crushed. We are perplexed, but not driven to despair. We're hunted down, but never abandoned by God. We get knocked down, but we are not destroyed. Through suffering, our bodies continue to share in the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be seen in our bodies." What's interesting when Paul is talking here, he talks about what he's faced and what he's gone through, but he says, yeah, but it didn't take me out. You know, he says, I'm pressed on every side by troubles, but I'm not crushed. I'm perplexed, but I'm not driven to despair. I'm hunted down, but I'm not abandoned by God. I mean, he constantly sees the positive, even in the midst of the negative things that he faced. That's called having a godly perspective. And every time that he could point to a battle, a trial, a challenge, a very uncomfortable circumstance, he could also point to the fact that God was still with him. God was still with him, and he still is not defeated. And you know what? That's a word of encouragement I want to give you today, is that, you know what? You might be facing somebody's ridicule. Maybe somebody has said something to you or about you that it's just not right. It's horrible. Maybe you're discovering that life can be very difficult because of the circumstance that you're facing. But you know what? You're still here. You're still here. And God has not abandoned you. God is still with you. God's not against you. And Paul had this perspective. Okay, I've been through this. I've been through the tough stuff. But I'm still rolling. I'm still breathing. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. I'm still going to live for Jesus Christ. And wow, what a challenge to all of us is that even though I get kicked around by life, I can still live my life for God. In fact, he closes this by saying, through suffering, our bodies continue to share in the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may be seen in our bodies. So that it may be seen in our bodies. You know what Paul says? Paul knew other people were watching him when he went through the difficulties. Paul knew that he had the attention of other people, and they were waiting to see how he responded and how he reacted to the negativity that he faced. And I think that's something that we should also consider. That anytime we go through difficulties, we've got people watching. And so when I go through the difficulties in life, may people still see Jesus Christ in me. I'm not faking anything. I've got this confidence in Jesus, and sometimes that's all I've got. and that's enough. So I want to encourage you today. Have that godly perspective. And not only that, but know that people are watching, and may you demonstrate authentic, Christ-like Christianity to a world that desperately needs to see that. All right, gotta let you go. Love you. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Lord willing, we'll see you next time, okay? You take care. Bye-bye.